All right. So I had a few questions on how to complete 5-6, which is inequalities. I'll be glad to help. I hope you guys are staying safe at this time and also are making sure you are very healthy and following protocols of staying at home. So let's go back to breaking down the question. That's what I want to do first. I want to break down this question and want to make sure you understand the question is actually saying. So this is actually an algebraic expression. You guys going to see this when you get to algebra 1. So please be mindful of what is happening here. Okay. So you have here, it says 8. 8 is less than, see if I can highlight this. 8 is less than, okay. Less than means what? We're talking about fraction, right? Okay, so then it says the product of a number n and 1/3. So let's break down what product means. Product means multiplication. Okay, I know my writing is kind of messy. I left my pen at school and I haven't been back up there since before spring break. So I'm using my finger. So product means multiplication. Less than means subtraction. And then it says no more than. Okay, this is when we get to the inequalities part. No more than, that means that it's not going to go no more than 96. Okay, so that means that you're going to use the symbol that has an equal to at the bottom. So that means you can already eliminate this sign right here, less than, and then greater than. You can eliminate those two signs already. So the only ones you'll have to use is this one right here and this one. Okay, so no more than is the less than equal to sign because you're not going to go under 96. And then no less than is the greater than sign over the equal to sign. Okay, so in this case right here, we're going to go back and work the problem the way you see it. So now we see that the product of n and 1/3. Okay, so product means multiplying, right? So if I put 1/3 right here with the n, this is actually multiplying each other. Remember, when we have a variable beside a number, that means you're multiplying it. Okay, so then it said here, what it say? Less than. So then we put our subtraction sign. Okay, so now it says no more than 96. So no more than is this sign right here. So we're going to place this sign there. Okay, so now we have the first row. So going down, just like we do regular equations, you're going to keep your 1/3 in there because you haven't moved it. Okay, so now your next step was to do what? Add 8 to both sides. In this case, you don't see where they added the 8 to both sides. Let me see if I can put it add 8 to both sides. That's how they get 96 plus 8 is the 104. Okay, so then they eliminated the -8 and the 8, which is 0. So now you have 1/3, and then here you bring down the same symbol here, and that's where you put it there. Okay, so now what is the next step? This is just like a one-step equation without the inequalities. So what you do here is this is 1/3 n, and then it's less than equal to 1/4. So what you do is you either multiply it by the reciprocal, which is you flipping it, which is 3/1, and then you multiply this side by 3/1, or you can divide by both sides like we do all the time. Okay, I was just trying to make it easy because I know we don't have calculators, and this is kind of like what a sixth grade trick right here, where you turn the fractions the other way when you're multiplying them. Okay, so 3/1 because we have a 1/3 and we're multiplying, so that means this will make it cancel out. That's the only thing it's saying. Okay, so 104 times 3 will give us, we could do 104 times 3. Okay, because we all might not have calculators, and so we carry the 1, we bring down our 1 here, and then it's 312. Okay, so now we're going to go here and put 312. Now, what we're going to do here is leave our same sign, okay? Only time you change the sign is when you multiply or divide. Make sure I'm saying this right. Only time you're changing the sign is when you're dividing by a negative. Okay, I'll go see if I can find one of those. So that's the only time you change the sign. Hopefully they probably won't have one in here, but if they do, whenever you divide by a number, you're gonna flip the sign. Okay. So now we're gonna check our answer. Okay, good job. Now we just move on to the next question. Now, if you didn't get that, you just can go back and do similar question and it'll pull up you another one. But if I were you, I would take notes of this right here. Product means multiplication, less than equals negative. So you know what if it says more than, right? What it's going to be. More than is going to be a plus sign. Okay. No more than is less than equal to, and then no less than is really the greater than equal to. So it's like the opposite of each. Okay. All right. So let's move on to another question. Maybe we can work another one real quick. Okay. So now we have 8 is more than. Remember, I told you more than is plus. Here it goes right here. More than is plus. So we're going to write this out to the side. More than. Okay. With algebraic expressions, I like to write out what it's actually talking about, because this is going to be a lot when you get to algebra 1, and you got to be ready for it, because you might not see all numbers all the time. Sometimes you're going to see words. Okay. So more than. The quotient. What quotient mean? You gotta remember that. Okay, these are those old words that you use. Okay, all right, quotient. And quotient means to divide. Okay. All right, so you're dividing B and 45. Okay, so B and 45. Whenever you divide, you're using that like a fraction. Okay, and it says greater than 6. So now you just have a regular greater than sign that you're using. So greater than 6. Okay, so now we just go in here and place what you see. So it said that 45 and B will be dividing. So of course we already got 45 there, and the only thing we do is put our B. Now here it says go to greater than. Greater than is here. So you just click the greater than sign. Now you go down here, place your B again, because you remember we haven't did anything to the B. So right here, how did they get -2? Okay, they got -2 because here, if you subtract 8 from both sides, 6 minus 8 is -2. That's how they got this -2 here. Okay, so only thing we're doing is bringing down your sign in here. Now, this is dividing. So if B over 45 is division and you're doing inverse operation, what are you going to do? Multiply 45 by both sides. So now, let me make that a 40. Now 45 times -2 will give you, this is 10, bring down your 9, okay, you multiply by a negative, this is -90, okay? You don't have to have a calculator. If you need a calculator, you can go up here to question help. Let's see if it had a calculator. Math tools. I remember seeing this when we was in school. Calculator, right here. Click on calculator and it takes you to a calculator. You do 45 times -2. Give you -90. Same thing, okay? So you can leave that tab open because you can always go back to your calculator. So -90, I'm gonna put it here. Okay, did I multiply by negative? No. Did I divide by negative? No. So only time you change the signs is when you divide by a negative sign. Okay, divide by a negative sign. So that means I'm gonna keep the same exact sign. And then I go and check my answer. Excellent. Okay, So follow along, make sure you're paying attention. I'm going to go and click on the next one as well so we can go over a couple of those problems. Don't want to make this video too long. Just want to go through the questions with you, okay? So even for a question like this, let's erase this. Even for a question like this, only thing you're doing right here, they told you to compare the solutions. It's already really almost completed for you. So in this case right here, you have 4x plus 9, okay, is less than 25. Oops, excuse me, my computer jumped. Okay, less than 25. Okay, so now you do basic equations, okay? So 4x, because 9 minus 9 is 0, less than 25 minus 9. You remember? Okay, let's go back to calculator, since we need a calculator. 25 minus 9, 16. Okay, 16 is our answer. So let's go here, 16. Now, our next step, when we have multiplication here, okay, multiplication, it's 4 times x is product, remember, multiplying. So you're going to do the opposite, which is divide. Divide by 4 on both sides. This 4 cancels out, and you're left with x is less than 4, because 16 divided by 4 is 4. So in this box right here, you go and put less than sign, and then you put 4. I go and check my answer. It's correct, okay? So make sure you're paying attention to what it's asking you. Now it's telling you to do the next one. Maybe we need to do the next one because this might be a negative one that we can change the sign, okay? So negative 4x, let's see. Okay, negative 4x plus 22 is less than 6. All right, so subtract 22 from both sides. Okay, you get your negative 4x is less than. All right, so we need a calculator. We click onto our calculator and we're going to clear it out. Press 6 minus 22, give us negative 16. Okay, negative 16. So we go put negative 16 here. Now, this is a multiplication again. Remember, 4x and x, negative 4x this time. So now we have a negative sign. So what do we do when we're dividing by a negative? We just talked about that. When you divide by a negative sign, you flip the sign. When you divide by a negative sign, you flip the sign. Okay? Let's see. When you divide by a negative sign, I'm typing this so you can see it a little bit more clear. Okay, negative sign, you flip okay. There you go. When you divide by a negative sign, you flip the sign, okay? So that means that we're left with 4x. Okay, let me clear out of this because it's taking me back to a text. Okay. So now you have you have x, I'm sorry. Erase it. Okay, you have x. You flip the sign. You remember it was this way. Now we're going to flip the sign this way. Okay, let's see, we can highlight this. No. Okay, so if you had your sign this way, you're going to flip it the opposite way. So negative 16 divided by negative 4 is positive 4. Okay, so if we look at this one and we look at this one, are they the same? So go here and we're going to go down to here to 4. Okay, we're going to check our answer. Okay, good job. And now it's asking us to compare. Okay, so let me clear this out. All right, so we had x is less than 4 and x is greater than 4. Okay, it says compare the solutions of these two equations and choose the correct answer below. The inequalities have the same solutions. Do they have the same solution? No, the signs are changed. Inequalities have one common solution. Do they have a common solution? No, because they don't have an equal to sign. If they was equal to, then the answer could be 4. But this one says x is less than 4. So that means this has to be 3, 2, 1, 0, -1. Okay. This one right here says x is greater than 4. That means this has to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So that means they have no common solutions. All right. So no common solutions. And that's how you answer that particular question. All right. Okay. So in this case right here, you're just writing 2 inequalities. This is word problems. If you don't understand, go to question help. Help me solve this. Work each question. Guys, take your time. I promise you this is going to help you when you get to Algebra 1. Algebra 1 has a state test that you have to pass for graduation. Okay. So just understand that if you get the basic information right now, you will eventually understand how to do this, because what I'll do is do an example and then work through this example they're telling me about of how to set it up. And then once I work through the example, then I'll take notes and come back and work my question. Okay. So if you guys need any other help after this video, please let me know and send me a message. You know, I've been making videos anytime somebody needs something or asks a question, so let me know. And if you need help on any of your assignments, let me know. I will upload this to my website and to YouTube. All right, you guys take care. Signing out, your math teacher.